Welcome to Local Presence, the podcast bringing the smiles back to tendering.
Local Presence is very pleased to present to you your hosts,
Ollie Baines
and Joe Webster.
Local Presence is a community podcast looking to share good news in the tendering area, incorporating fun, laughter and discussion. Here is what is coming up in today's podcast.
Local news.
We give a social media update.
We bring you competitions and challenges.
We will be chatting to a member of our local community via the mobile phone.
Plus, we'll be letting you know all about upcoming events.
But first, here is a roundup of the latest news.
Local Presence visited the Walton and District Food Bank on Friday, and we were encouraged by the fantastic work of the volunteers there. The food bank has been running since March last year and is open all year round to provide food parcels for households and families who are in need. It covers Frinton, Walton, Kirby and Thorpe, and the food bank itself consists of 30 volunteers and is open on Mondays for collection and Fridays for collection and distribution. If you wish to donate, check out the list that we'll be posting on our social media of all the items the food bank are looking for, and if you feel you'd like to make a donation, you can visit the Walton Food Bank at the Community Centre down Stanley Road.
A quiz night fundraising for the Jeremiah Project was hosted at Frinton Free Church on Friday night. The evening raised over £300 for the Youth Focus project, and if you want to know more about all the great work they are doing, have a listen to our interview with youth worker Lucy Masters, and you can find that on our social media pages.
Earlier this month, the CHAPS charity carried out free health checks for men in Clacton, and this was organised and funded by the Clacton Lions. 150 men attended, and the Gazette reported that the day uncovered a number of undiagnosed problems, and so as a result, lives have been saved by these early findings. I think that's good news.
Meanwhile, Heart for Women Choir sung for Clacton St Helena Hospice on Saturday morning. The choir is made up of women from all across the tendering area, and if you're a lady and are interested in joining the choir, let us know here at Local Presence and we can get you in touch. Here is a snippet of their singing.
You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah.
I enjoyed that.
I think that's brilliant.
Really good.
And brightened up Clacton, no doubt. Finally, we're happy to announce that we made our first radio appearance on the Dave Monk Show on Thursday. Make sure you listen to it if you haven't already. You can find it on Catch Up on the BBC Radio Essex page.
It's now time for a social media update.
Our following on Twitter has been growing in the last few weeks since we launched, and we've reached over 100 followers, which I think is pretty good, really. And we said that we would give a shout out, as they say, to our 100th follower. And who did we have?
Well, Joe, our 100th follower was Maddie Tricker. So, well done, Maddie, you're our 100th follower. Congratulations. I think she heard us on BBC Radio Essex and she tweeted about us and she said she's going to binge on some Local Presence podcasts.
Yeah, binge away as far as I'm concerned.
I hope she enjoyed it. Let us know if you enjoyed it, Maddie. Meanwhile, Local Presence have been following a local photographer called Matthew Mallet. And I don't know if you've seen him, he's done some really, really fantastic work. And you can check him out on Twitter.
Yeah, absolutely great pictures. The latest one that we've seen on there being an amazing picture of Tendring Village Church at dusk. Well worth a look, and you can find him at 1936Matt on Twitter.
So get following. And finally, we brought to you last week Clacton-on-Sea Twitter account. And they've been posting some interesting tweets of late, and Joe is going to tell us a little bit more.
So yeah, this account we quite like. It shares a lot of news stories about Clacton and a lot of different businesses and all sorts of things related to Clacton. It's pretty much Clacton-on-Sea's Twitter account is Clacton-on-Sea's Twitter account. But one of the things that I really like about this site is the questions that they keep posing to their followers. And I just haven't seen any evidence of anyone making any effort to answer the questions.
Maybe we should answer.
They're very determined because the questions keep coming out. Yeah, we perhaps should.
What have they tweeted this week?
So one of the questions from this week was, what are the nicest areas of Clacton-on-Sea? Mm-hmm. What's your favourite takeaway in Clacton-on-Sea?
Ooh.
And I like this one. What's the longest you've ever waited in line?
What is the longest you've ever waited in line? Good question. I don't know. I've been held... You know when you ring up for someone and they say, oh, please hold.
Phone queue.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
good.
It's frustrating and the music's often not that great.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know what you mean. That's long. It's a queue you don't want to be in.
Maybe we should ask our followers, what's the longest you've been in a queue for?
Yeah, how long have you
In your
waited
local
line?
area? Let us know.
And just to say, if the Clacton-on-Sea Twitter account people are listening, keep up the questions. We're really enjoying them.
We are enjoying
even
it.
if no one else is answering them.
Good work. Local Presence was privileged to welcome 3 local authors last week for an interview. And we had Glenys Smythe
We had David Evans.
and we had Peter Best with us. And it was a really fantastic interview. You can binge away on the full interview. You can catch it on our social media. We're going to be posting it up with this one. And it's a fantastic interview. We really recommend that you listen away.
Yeah, please do look at that or listen to that. They're all local. Well, they all live in Tendring at the moment. And yeah, some of their books even feature parts of our...
But you won't know.
Unless you listen.
Exactly.
So listen to it and let us know what you think.
It's time for our competitions and challenges section.
Last week we posed a riddle to you in our Where Are We section.
We did.
We felt that the pictures weren't going so well for us.
Yeah.
They kept getting guessed too easily. So we created a really tricky riddle. It took us all of about a minute to come up with. But even so, it's a hard one. So we had some people guessing in. What was the riddle?
Well, the riddle was, goods arrive, they come and go, all year round, rain or snow. And we had a number of guesses, one of which was Willy Wonka's factory.
Yeah.
Paul Hepworth, that is not the right
No,
answer.
unfortunately not. Close.
Ruth Brooks was close. She had an interesting idea. She asked if it was the post office.
Could see because she's on the
Yeah.
right lines. I can see
Yeah.
what she's thinking there.
Good guess, but not quite. But the eventual winner was Paul Woods, who correctly guessed the answer as
Harwich Docks.
Harwich Docks.
So there you have it.
So well done, Paul, for your correct guess. However, we are going to revert back to the picture this week. We feel we've got one that could stump a few of you,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Ollie features in the picture.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I was taking it without your knowledge. So, yeah, if you think you know where we are in the picture that's going to come up on our Facebook and Twitter account this week, please do comment and you may feature as winner next week.
Frinton-on-Sea has put up its Christmas lights down Connaught Avenue. On our social media page, we took some snaps of the council putting up the lights there and then. And we want to know, are Christmas decorations going up in your area? If they are, take a picture and send them in, because we want to see the whole of Tendring lit up.
Yeah, as it's Christmas, want to be involved in all the festivities in the region.
Definitely. We've introduced a new feature to Local Presence called Did You Know, where we like to share fun and interesting facts about the Tendring area. And Joe is going to present our third Did You Know.
Yeah, I've got a bit of trivia for you here that we found. It's to do with Great Bentley, which has been multiple winner of the Village of the Year. And it's to do with the green at Bentley. Research suggests that the village green is 43 acres, which is reputed to be one of the largest in the country.
43?
Yeah, I can't imagine where it is.
Because I've been
gre-
to Great Bentley,
and
but
I've
I've
seen
seen the
it-
Great Bentley green.
Yeah, I've
and
seen a green
It's
there.
big, but it's not...
It's not 43 acres. 43 acres is very big.
Very big.
So there must be elsewhere in Great Bentley where this green is that we haven't...
If you can confirm
Yeah.
with us, we'd
Oh,
like
did you
to...
know?
Yeah,
We're sharing a fact that may not be a fact.
I hope it is.
No, it
because it's a
is.
good fact.
It was on the Tendring trivia site, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it must be
Must be.
correct. But let us know if you live in Great Bentley and you're listening. Let us know. Good fact though. Joe, we're coming up to my favourite feature. It's time to phone a friend. Who are we calling?
Very excited to be calling a good friend called Jacob Carter.
Yes, Jacob.
Can't wait to hear what he's got to say.
Live on
He'll have
Local
something
Presence.
good for you, Tendring.
The wise old man. I hope he answers.
Ringing.
Come on, Jacob. He knows it's us.
Hi, Jacob. It's Joe and Ollie here.
Oh no.
He knows. He knows.
Absolutely brilliant. So you're live on Local Presence. We're recording our podcast.
Great.
You're our phone a friend. We just wanted to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
First of all, I wanted to ask you if you have any good news that comes to mind that you'd like to share.
I just had a car wash at by the people at the gates, and it was brilliant.
Oh, good.
How much does it cost?
I got the inside done as well, and that was £10.
Really?
I
That's
really need to get
good.
my car is so dirty.
So you highly recommend them?
I would, yeah.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Okay, so I don't know whether you know how this works. I think you probably do, but we're going to ask you a series of quick fire questions. You just have to choose your answer quickly.
Okay.
No problem.
And
Yeah, that makes sense.
and as you all know, there's no right or wrong answer because it's your opinion.
And then you'll tell me whether I was right or not.
Absolutely. Okay.
He knows how it works.
Ollie's going to ask you the questions.
Ready, Jacob?
I'm ready.
Okay. Carpet or laminate?
Carpet.
Santa or Father Christmas?
Father Christmas.
Red or black?
Black.
Odd socks or cheese and wine?
Ooh.
I knew that would be...
Cheese and wine.
Sorry, say that again?
Cheese and wine.
Cheese and wine. Randoms or wine gums?
Wine gum.
Moustache or beard?
Ooh. Probably beard, because moustache on its own is a bit strange.
Okay. Pillows or cushions?
Pillows.
Breakfast or supper?
Breakfast.
Suit jackets or silk robes? That was Joe's input.
Suit jackets, I think.
You don't fancy a silk robe, Jacob?
I'm not sure.
No, I'm not fancying a silk robe.
Okay. And final one, local or presents?
Local.
Nice.
Local, nice.
Okay, Jacob, he's going
And
to
then
top
I'll
up
just
your answers.
Tally those up. Okay. It looks like 2 to me.
Yeah, you got 2 right there, Jacob.
You're tying with everyone else so
That's
far.
not very good.
Yeah, you're tying with everyone we've ever called.
Yeah.
Funny that.
Unfortunately, if you'd said
That's
silk
good, that's a
robe,
win then.
Yeah, if you had said silk robe, you
You'd
might
have
have got 3 there.
Ooh.
He's giving you 8, I'm giving you 3.
anyway. And our final thing we wanted to ask you is if you have anything else you'd like to share with the people of Tendring that listen to our podcast.
No.
Okay. Well, thank you so much
Thanks,
for playing
Jacob.
our game. We really enjoyed having you.
Thanks for calling.
Cheers,
No
Jacob.
worries. See you soon.
See you, mate.
Bye.
Love you.
Well,
That was good.
enjoyed that. We move on to an events roundup where we're going to let you know about a few events coming up. Particularly, we're looking at next weekend as we get closer to Christmas. Well, the first weekend in December. So
Exciting.
That is very exciting. So there's plenty of stuff going on. Walton and Frinton Yacht Club in Mill Lane are hosting a Christmas event this Saturday for members and public. It's the club's first winter open day, where Father Christmas will be arriving at 10:30am by lifeboat, and there'll also be hot chocolate and mulled wine available. Kirby Community Choir will be providing some entertainment, and a Christmas craft market for you to have a peruse of will be there as well. And it sounds to me like it will be a fantastic event to get you in the mood for the festive period.
Definitely. Next Saturday is also the Clacton Christmas light switch on and late night shopping. And don't forget, this is a real tongue twister, don't forget Harwich Royal British Legion Brass Band School's concert of Christmas music at the Triangle Shopping Centre, also next Saturday. I think I deserve a round of applause for that. That
Yeah.
was a real tongue twister.
Would you like me to do a single-handed round of applause?
Thank you,
There
Joe.
go.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So for a full picture of all the events coming up in Tendring, go to the Tendring District Council website where there's a What's On page, and there's plenty of stuff happening. There's actually so much stuff that if we tried to put it in here, it would take up the whole podcast,
Yeah.
particularly in the build-up to Christmas. So have a look on there, and wherever you are in Tendring, be sure to support your local events and go along, because it's great for the community.
Definitely. As you may have seen, we've released a teaser trailer video of our series event coming up over the Christmas period.
Yeah, that's right. Over the course of December, all throughout December, we'll be releasing a daily video in which myself and Ollie will be delivering a small gift as a token of our appreciation to some certain people in our community who do a lot for our community. So enjoy the first few. We've picked some people that we wanted to thank, and look out because we're going to be asking for nominations of people you would like local presence to reach out to and thank for their work in the community this Christmas time. So please watch the videos and please let us know.
As you may have seen, Local Presence is now on iTunes. So if you have iTunes, please do find us. We're just Local Presence. We can be found on the podcast. It's absolutely free. You can subscribe. So every time we release a podcast, it will come straight onto your account and ready for your listening pleasure.
Yeah, you can download it and put it on your iPod and put it in your car or whatever.
Yeah.
However you would like to listen to us.
Can't get enough.
We're easy going.
We'll go anywhere.
Yeah, we'll go with you. Take us with you.
And just before we conclude our podcast, we just want to say a huge thank you to all of you who are listening and encouraging us and giving us positive feedback. We really appreciate it, and it really means a lot to us.
We also just want to encourage you to share your good news stories with us from your local area, because our good news reports are really rely on your involvement. We want this to be a community podcast where the community is involved in giving us the stories. So yeah, local people, let us know what's going on around you in Tendring that we can share on our podcasts.
Any good news, send it our way. A big thank you to the 3 authors that we interviewed, Glenys Smythe, Peter Best and Dave Evans.
And do check out the full interview. And we'd also like to thank Jacob Carter for being our phone a friend this week.
He was brilliant.
Really entertained me.
Very, very good. And finally, thanks to you for listening.
Yes, that's a good one.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Are we going to thank ourselves this week?
Oh, go on then.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Ollie. Great.
Cue the music.
See you next week.